everybody, welcome to the Far From Dead Motorsports YouTube channel. This goes out to all the fellow paraplegics and quadriplegics. We're not just a speed shop, we're also certified to do hand controls, other conversions for disabled folk. You know, we like, I like to consider us the home of handicap hot rods. Here today, I'm driving my 2023 F150 Platinum with a blackout package. This truck is too cool. Too cool. 2-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, Coyote 10r80 transmission. We added Helion twin turbos, triple fuel pump system, 5-inch lowering kit from Ride Tech. I got the Adapt seat base, the Bruno hoist in the bed for my wheelchair. I use a manual chair. I am a paraplegic. I'm a T1, so I'm paralyzed from the chest down, or like 4 inches above my nipple line down. I am a complete, and I use in everything I own. I know they're a lot of money, but I drive fast cars, trucks, side-by-sides, a big F450, and I love having the muscle memory, whether I'm towing, I'm racing, I'm driving spirited, or I'm trying to drive real safe with my wife and daughter in the car, most importantly. And, well, like these guys are driving like idiots in front of me, and I need to react fast. So I push for brake, and I twist for throttle. When I first started talking there, I was using my speed control, my cruise control here on my wheel. I'm on Route 9 right now in Manahawkin, New Jersey. Going from church to my shop right now. I like to go to 8 o'clock mass in the morning these days. It really helps set the day. You know, I'm a lunatic, and I need, God knows I need him, because I'm a lunatic. to put it mildly. But all right, here we go. I pushed that button in to hold the brake, so my hand don't get tired. I love that option. Absolutely love that option, because right now it looks like I'm going to be hitting a little traffic here on Route 9. So as I slow down, if I have to come to a complete stop, I'm going to push the brake all the way forward to press this button very easily with one finger. It's not hard to do. For quadriplegics, I could change this handle out to a T handle. There are other handles available too. I'd have to go over that with Mobility Works, who's my distributor here in the US, and they in fact will talk to Veigel. Veigel is out of Germany. Really cool company, by the way. Here we go. Pushing it all the way forward to press the button, and I can let go, and she stays stopped. She's still in drive. Push it forward to release, twist the throttle, and there we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic going on here. All right, so back to these hand controls. So Veigel, really cool company, all right? Started in 1923 by a few Germans that were rally racing through the woods in Germany 101 years ago. The one guy crashes, gets paralyzed. Him and his friends are like, nah, you ain't done. And they came up with a design to get his butt back out in the woods, ripping and romping, stomping on the throttle, smoothing to the brakes. You know, it's cool. I know a lot of changes have gone over the years, but you know, the refinement, I'm sure, but my gosh, the design is, I believe, generally similar. Another great attribute to this hand control, I have accessory buttons here on the hand control. There's 5 of them. 4 with arrows and 1 in the center. Now I know a lot of folks have time getting to the directionals. Other buttons they may need on the dashboard. I can fix that. I can wire into your directionals. I can wire into whatever basically buttons on your dash or whatnot and on your sticks here that you need and have a hard time getting to. Or, if you're a lunatic like me, we can put the center button on a trans brake, especially these 10r80s. We could tune into the 10r80 for a trans brake. ZF8 transmission, Chargers, Challengers, BMWs, we could tune for a trans brake. And I could also do paddle shifters. The up arrow, I can make paddle up. The down arrow, paddle down. The 10r80 can be wired in for paddle shifters. So can the 6r80. So can the ZF8, the M2, the M3, the M4. And I know there is a way for us to do it with Chevy. We haven't done it yet. But hey, you got a Chevy. Let's go. I'm down with it. Let's figure it out. You know, all we got to do is spend some time with it. If the wire's there, the computer's there, I have this module here, it can be done. Let's have some fun. So, another cool attribute about this truck, I can make it nice and quiet. After the twin turbos, I have an electronic dump, an exhaust dump, so that's why you hear some turn off. You can hear it from the camera. But I do have the turbos. Gotta love that noise. But I hit the little toggle switch down here. That's it. You'll hardly hear the exhaust. I'm rolling around in a car, in a truck. When I put E85 in this and I bump up the boost over here to level 4 that we have programmed, I'm making 918 wheel horsepower in a stock Coyote engine with a stock transmission, stock rear. We left the stock direct injectors. We changed the port injectors. Yes, the new Gen 4 Coyotes have 16 injectors, 8 direct and 8 port. So we swapped out the port injectors to 1440 FIC. What's up, guys? You guys were so cool, FIC at PRI, by the way. How to say that? 4 Innovations billet fuel rails, 10 AN feed lines, 8 AN return lines for the fuel. In the fuel tank, it's the stock 34-gallon fuel tank. We use the bigger fuel tanks. I always like to use the biggest fuel tank we can in these vehicles, any vehicle we modify, because that keeps the fuel cooler. And in that fuel tank, we put the 4 Innovations hat that has triple fuel pumps. 2 Warbro Hellcat pumps and 1 450. And with that, there's also an FC3, I'm going to use the wrong word, but I want to say module. Let's use that freaking word. And that wired into the computer, all 3 pumps are on at the same time. It comes on in stages depending on the demand. 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump. Fuel doesn't get hot. You're not running a bunch of fuel mileage that's unnecessary. Now I was just driving a little dopey, so let's see what my fuel mileage is on the dashboard. Let's see here. I'm going to reset it because I was just doing some spirited dopey ass driving. I am watching the road. Damn it. Alright, so there you go. I reset my fuel economy. Let's see where she goes. We're doing 48 miles an hour in a 45 zone. I'm in 10th gear. All-wheel drive is activated. It's raining. And right now she's out of boosts. And she's up at like in the 30s. She's going to come on down. I'm guessing like we're going to get like between 18 and 21 miles to the gallon. I'm in a truck that I can turn up to 900 plus wheel horsepower. Once I throw a freaking pure drivetrain solutions built 10r80 in this truck, I have valve springs from PAC that'll work with the PAC, that'll work with the VVT, because we left VVT active in this truck. And we're gonna increase the wastegate pressure. You know, I'll be making 950 in this truck. So back to the hand controls. But I just like to emphasize, you know, I know a lot of people out there, especially handicapped folk, they're like, how the hell do you afford this stuff? What's going on? You know, I was blessed enough to be paralyzed on a union job site. I made good money my whole life. I was a union registered nurse, a union machine operator, and a union merchant mariner on tugboats in New York City. And a 100% manic lunatic. I love to work, can't stop working. After being paralyzed, I opened up a commercial property business. I risked all my money, all my accounts, blew out all my credit cards, and I started a speed shop, building hot rods, and I bought commercial property, and I risked it all on myself. And by the grace of God and blessings bestowed upon me, I've been able to make a living out of but driving around in cool, crazy stuff. You know, these trucks pay for themselves. You know, it's a wonderful opportunity that I've been granted by God. You know, first and foremost, that's why these days I start my day with Mass. I start my day with a prayer, and I go into the Rosary, then I go into Mass, and I try to come out of church and I call my Uncle Joe, and me and him read a Bible verse and then talk about how it affects ourselves, our lives, and what we could do today to not be such jerks, you know? Because that's the name of the game. I'm a lunatic jerk, and a lot of people will call me an a-hole and this and that, and they're right. They're right. For the most part, they're right. And I'm just trying my best not to be that guy, and to be the guy God wants me to be, and to do His will, and in turn provide a good life for my wife, my daughter, and those around me. You know, my employees, my family, my friends. You know, I just want to live a good, wholesome life. So that's where this whole business venture of mine has landed me. You know, Far From Dead isn't morbid. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of life. It's a celebration of not giving up. It's a celebration of you know, grabbing your set and just going for it. You know, for all those out there disabled and paralyzed and beat up, or if you're an AA, NA, or Gambling Anonymous, or whatever your vice is, you know, it's our cross to bear. Offer your suffering up to God and get at it. You know, if you have any questions on you know, how I do it and how I proceed, you're more than welcome to message me, email me, you know, reach out. I love talking to fellow sick and suffering, disabled, what have you not. God love you. I get it. I've been through the whirlwind. I've been through the storm, and there's still days that are pretty stormy. By the grace of God, not today. I'm on my way to work. My wife told me she loved me. My daughter has a ballet recital tonight. So for me to complain would be an offense to God, I believe. But I didn't start this video to be a religious zealot or to preach or anything like that. But hey, it's an integral part of my success. It's an integral part of my life. It's an integral part of my business. You know, in the Bible, Abraham was a very successful businessman with blessings bestowed upon him, you know, and he had to manage that without being an affront to God as well, you know, and I don't know. Sorry for the rant. Back to these hand controls. I love them. They're freaking awesome. I love driving a handicap hot rod F150. I'll slow down a little bit here so I can give it some juicy juice. That's with the exhaust closed too, but you can still hear the turbos and the blower valve giving little turbo noises at the end. You gotta love that. But what's cool about this truck too, for all you hot rodders out there, you know, when I'm driving around normal like this, my wife don't give a shit. You know, well, the new Trooper station. All right, we ain't doing anything stupid. stupid. I can unplug that. So yeah, like this is cool. Like my wife and daughter can drive around with me in a luxury truck, and it's not offensive to them. It's comfortable. It rides nice. It still gets good fuel mileage. But when I want to get jiggy with it, I hit the little toggle. And I let the boost loose, yo. I'm friggin' dumb. All right, well, that's enough of me rambling. I'm about to pull into the shop now. Here now we are, still on Route 9 in beautiful Tuckerton. God, I love this little town. Come visit the shop, Far From Dead Motorsports, 227 East Main Street, Tuckerton, New Jersey, 08087, Unit 3. You're gonna see, let me pull in now. Right Stop is across the street. Trish Hardware Supply is up front. They are a Tuckerton staple, Little Egg staple, family-owned hardware store for decades. Suzanne, she's the daughter of the founder, and she's been taking over this place. Talk to you soon, folks.